Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Most welcome to Triangular Kamal Academy. Today I am going to discuss one of the most important topics for the students of class 9 and 10, which is set and functions from exercise 1.2. In the last few contents we have done up to number 10. Today I am going to discuss question number 11. There are two questions in 11, number 1 and number 2. Almost two questions are same. This one is called open relation or open set, and this one is called the closed relation or closed set. Just same requirement, just information the given here. Domain and codomain both are the open in a real number, but here domain 0 to 1 and codomain also 0 to 1, and both question the requirement you have to show the given function is on 1 and on 2. So only the difference in between the given information, the open set to open set, that is real number to real number, both domain and codomain both are real here. There is also real, but the limiting here 0 to 1, 0 to 1. Okay, first information, question number 1, 11. Number 11, number 11, question number 1. First, if R to R is a function which defined by f of x equal ax plus b, where a and b are elements of real number, show that f of x is on 1 and on 2 function. Tahole we are going to start from the first part. Let x1 is a elements of dom f of x and x2 is a elements of dom f of x. Just considering here two elements x1 and x2, both are the elements of f of x, and where f of x is given, ax plus b. So now f of x1 is elements is equal f of x2 is a elements of R if and only if. So I double F indicate always if and only if this condition. Now you have to change variable x1. Just now apply domain x1 in the function f of x equal ax plus b. So this is input, and now you have to find the functional value. So this one will be ax1 plus b equal ax2 plus b. Just we applied here x equal x1 first times, then x equal x2 second times. Now do simple calculation here, or ax1 equal ax2 plus b and minus b. Changing this b left side to right side here. Now this one will be x1 equal ax2, and dividing both sides by a, we will get here x1 equal x2. So we said in the open relation, when we see here R1 to R to R, that means the domain is real number and codomain is real number. Then after doing calculation, when we finally get x1 equal to x2, then we can say here given function f of x is 1 function. So f of x equal ax plus b is 1 function. Now we will do second part. Second part here, the requirement is show that f of x is onto function. So here you have to write let y equal f of x equal ax plus b. That means we will apply the value x equal like 1, 2, 3. Whatever we apply here, we will get functional value which is y. That means y is called here range and x is called here domain. So domain here dependent and x, y is independent. So now just considering here y equal f of x equal ax plus b. So here we can write, so f of x equal y as a first condition, and from here we will apply ax plus b equal y. Now you can write here ax equal y minus b, or you can write x equal y minus b divided by a. Now apply the value of x in the functional value. You will get here, like if you apply here f of the value of x is y minus b divided by a will be ax plus b. So a multiplied with x, now exchanging with y minus b divided by a, ax plus b, then this one will be b. Now eliminating this one, finally you will get y minus b plus b. Changing b, there will be y. That means this one is f of x. So we find here, we see here finally f of y minus b equal a, and the outcomes will be y. That means the codomain and range of the function both are same. This one is range of the function, and so codomain and range both are same here. That's why we can say f of x is onto function. Now we will do question number 2. Okay, in question number 2, first write here, given that the function 0, 1 to 0, 1. First you have to know what is the meaning of this one. In a real line, suppose this one is a real line, this one indicates 0 and this one indicate 1 plus 1, and there will be minus 1. So function given here 0 to 1. When we apply the value 0 to 1, it's maybe 0.1, 0.2 or 0.3 or 0.001, whatever, just inside the 0 to 1, and this is the domain of the function 0 to 1. There are million numbers in between 0 to 1, and codomain is also 0 to 1. That means this function indicate domain and codomain both are the positive number and also inside the 0 to 1. Now, and the function f of x given here root over 1 minus x square. First one we are going to now prove, show that the function is one function. Here dome of f of x is elements of 0 to 1. Let x1 and x2 is elements of dome f of x. Now just we consider two value. It's maybe 0.1 or 0.2, 0.3, whatever. Just considering two value. x1 and x2 is elements of f of x, dome f of x. So f of x1 will be f of x2 is a elements of R if and only if 1 minus x1 square equal root over 1 minus x2 square. Now squaring on the both side, 1 minus x1 square whole square equal 1 minus x2 square whole square. Eliminating square and root from the both side, we will get here 1 minus x1 square equal 1 minus x2 square, or x2 square equal x1 square. Just changing minus 1 to plus 1 we can eliminate, and right side minus x2, changing left side minus will be plus, and here minus x1 square, changing left side to right side, this one will be plus. Now x2 will be root over x1 whole square, and this one will be plus and minus. So, or you can write here x2 will be plus minus x1. But here, so here x2 equal minus x1 will not be acceptable because dome is a elements of 0 to 1, all positive number 0 to 1. So x2 equal minus x1 will not be acceptable. Now we can write here x2 equal x1. Already we have said in the previous question, when finally we will get here x1 equal to x2, this indicate that given function is one function. So f of x equal 1 minus x squared is one function. Where dome is a elements of 0 to 1. But be careful when the information is given R to R then this function will not be 1 1, because when we apply here any negative value, this one will give positive value. When we apply here any positive value, then this one also give the positive value. So without this open relation, we cannot write here x1 equal to x2 only. While sorry, R2 R is given, that means domain and codomain both are real number, then x2 will be plus minus x1. And in this time we cannot say this given function is 1 1 function. So just is only possible because the domain is given here all positive number. So that's why x2 equal minus x1 will not be acceptable. And finally you can say here x1 equals to x2, and which indicate given function is 1 1 functions. So now give attention in the second part onto function. Now second part here, starting from here given, so we can write here second part. Given that f of x minus 0 to 1 to 0 to 1, so let y equal f of x equal 1 minus x square. So we can write here f of x equal y and or root over 1 minus x square equal y. So we can use here and there are two different equations we can form from this above one. So now square on the both side, you will get here 1 minus x square whole square equal y square. Eliminating square and root, 1 minus x square will be y square, or 1 minus y square equal x square. Or now squaring, taking the square root on the both side, you will get here 1 minus y square. 1 minus y square equal x square, or the value of x will be 1 minus square root of y square. So now apply this value in the function. So f of the value of x is 1 minus y square. Just now apply here in times of x, you have to apply root over 1 minus y square. Then this one will be 1 minus the value of x is root over 1 minus y square and whole square. So now this one will be here 1 minus eliminating square and root, we will get here 1 minus y square, and this one now 1 plus minus 1 plus y square, and this one is now eliminating minus 1 and plus 1, finally you will get y. So what we see here, just putting the value of x, finally we will get range of the function, which is y equal f of x equal root over 1 minus x square. So we can say here codomain and range of the function both are same. So finally we can say here f of x is onto function. So f of x equal root over 1 minus x square is onto function. So basically the procedure of finding 1 1 and on 2 in terms of 1 1, and you have to show x1 equal x2, and in terms of on 2 function, just from the equation first you have to find the value of x, and after applying the value of x in the variable here, and if you get here y, applying the value of x, if you get here y, finally after doing calculation, then given function will be onto function. Thank you very much to enjoy this tutorial. If you have any question, please do comments. Hopefully see you again in the next tutorial. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.